Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check right now. You got 58.
Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
46, boy. 46. 46 to Mike.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Mixon running right. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, D-line, 26. Mike, 46. Mike, 46.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
There you go.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Stiff, stepping up. He'll try and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Stick looks to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They toss to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Yeah, Liz. Watch it. Mike. 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 3rd down here. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers finding Green complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Let's make these big rally. Rally. Stand 300. Stand 300. Wait.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, Echo! Echo, over here! I'm coming up to you!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Box it.
46 to Mike.
Rodgers now going to throw again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
They don't want it. They don't want it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Rodgers. Green brings it in. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon, and an alley to run. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
Ready to break. 61. Matchbox lights.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Stiff. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Oh, 50. Hey, you block over here.
Second down.
We are going.
26-yard line.
Go, go. Jim, Jim.
Now Rodgers. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Jump out. Hey, Zoo.
46. 46, boy.
Back north.
46 to Mike. It's just me.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We got this.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mixon. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And able to find Green. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Come on. You better bring it. Hey,
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
319.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Go get him, go get him, go get him. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run again with Hunt. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a play fake here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stick back to pass. And he finds Beasley, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Rolling to his right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now stick to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
Well, there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Check 30.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Bravo.
46 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First and 10, stick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Stick looks to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal... end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again, it's Mixon. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards on the ground. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Back to throw. Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. They're all finished in that game in Cleveland, and the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Here's Stick on first and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Second and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. On third down, it's Stick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And